Hey Wobble Gang, I do hope you are doing great. My name is Ollie. Hit that subscribe button if you love a good Reddit story. All right, let's get into our first story of the day. The first story comes from That Sloth 5900 in the Am I the Arsehole subreddit, and it says, Am I the a-hole for wanting to name my baby the same name my boyfriend's brother wants to name his son? I've created a throwaway account because my family and friends are familiar with my main one, and I don't want them to see this post. So, my boyfriend and I have been together for quite a while, a year and a half, and we've decided we want to have a baby. It's going to be a boy, definitely a boy, and we've decided on a name, Björn. My boyfriend's brother called us today after we announced to my boyfriend's mother, father, and sister, who lives with his parents, what our son's name is going to be. One of them, we don't know who yet, told my boyfriend's little brother what we've decided to call our son, and my boyfriend's little brother got upset with us over the phone. According to my boyfriend's little brother, my boyfriend has known for 10 years that he wanted to name his son, if he ever had one, Björn. He has a daughter and told everyone that if she were a boy, her name would be Björn. My boyfriend doesn't remember him ever saying that, and no one mentioned anything to us about it when we told them that his little brother wanted the name and had wanted it for 10 years. During the call, he was really aggressive. He started the phone call with, "What's this about stealing my son's name?" There was no hello, no what's up, nothing, just straight to angrily asking us that. My boyfriend was visibly confused, asked him what he meant, and my boyfriend's little brother started ranting about how my boyfriend has known for 10 years that he wanted to name his son Björn if he ever had a boy, questioning why we were taking it, asking us to not name our son Björn, and saying that if we did, to cut him out of our lives, as it's a big disrespect to him. My boyfriend said we'd consider changing the name, but his little brother just aggressively said that if we didn't change the name, he'd hate us and cut us out of his life. My boyfriend ended up hanging up on him as he continued ranting, and then his wife jumped in, yelling at us and accusing us of being jerks and questioning how we could do this to them, etc. My boyfriend genuinely didn't know or doesn't remember ever hearing his little brother say anything about wanting his son to be named Björn if they ever had a boy. He's Scottish and wants to honour that, so he went through a baby name list, considered all the names he likes, and ended up picking Björn. I have to admit, I wasn't in love with the name initially, but I've come around to it, and now I can't imagine his name being anything other than Björn. My boyfriend went quiet after the call, and I can tell he's struggling a little. He loves the name Björn, and we've been calling him Björn since we found out he's a boy, but he loves his little brother and doesn't want him cut out of his life. I, since I'm not close to his brother, really don't care other than the struggle it's causing with my boyfriend. I love the name now as well, and I don't want to change his name at all. I don't see the issue with having cousins with the same name. Siblings, sure, but not cousins. That might just be me. So, I'm here to ask, are we the jerks for wanting to name our son Björn, even though that's apparently what his little brother wants to name his son if he ever has one? Edit. Hey, it's the boyfriend here. My girlfriend asked me to explain the history and reasoning behind the name. My family origins are from Kirkwall. Our family has strong Norse Gaelic roots from the Scandinavian settlements of the area in the 8th and 9th centuries. Björn is a name of popular Nordic origin and not uncommon within the Norse Gaelic regions of Scotland. Although my family is Scottish, I love the name and its homage to our origins. My parents are from Kirkwall, Scotland, and I'm Australian-born. Additionally, Björn appears on some Scottish boy name lists, though it's not common, while it's more prevalent on the Nordic Gaelic boy name lists. Oh, for crying out loud. Let me tell you something about this saga of cousinly drama. Are we actually out here fighting over the name Björn like it's the last biscuit in the jar? Seriously, folks, what's next? Quarrelling over who gets to bake the next apple pie for the Sunday gatherings? I can't even believe this right now. The brother's going ballistic because his precious dream of a son named Björn is somehow being hijacked. I mean, come on. It's not like Björn is some rare undiscovered star. It's a name. People use it. And wouldn't it be quite charming for cousins to share a name? For them to feel that unique bond? And you know what makes it worse? The aggression. The phone call starts with, "What's this about stealing my son's name?" I mean, really? Rude much? No hello, no how's the pregnancy going? Just drama. Like, Are cousins named Bjorn going to lead to the apocalypse? Drop your thoughts below, because I need therapy after this whole ordeal. Honestly, if OP survives this, she deserves a freaking medal for patience.
Someone says,
You are not the a-hole. You didn't know he wanted to name his potential future son Bjorn. There is no guarantee that he will have one either. He could end up with just daughters. He is definitely overreacting. I do want to say I love the name Bjorn. However, if it's important to your husband to give your son a Scottish name, Bjorn isn't it. The name Bjorn is of Nordic Scandinavian origin and means bear in the Old Norse language. Regardless of its origin, it's a beautiful name. Best of luck with your boyfriend's brother. I hope he calms down, and congratulations on the upcoming birth of your son. OP responds, That's what I thought. He's got a daughter, and he could very well only ever have daughters. My partner is very interested in the history of Scottish names as well, and apparently the Nordic and Scottish names mixed, resulting in many Nordic names also being Scottish names. I don't know if it's true, but I've fallen in love with the name now, and I can't imagine naming him anything else. Thank you. I hope he calms down, accepts that he's going to have a nephew, and is happy for us.
someone says,
You're not the a-hole. Does he have a copyright claim on the name? Is the younger brother even married with kids on the way? There could be Big Björn and Little Björn, laugh out loud. OP provides more information in the comments by stating, he's married but doesn't have another one on the way that we know of. But that's what I was thinking, or even using our son's nickname, which is Bear because that's what Björn means, and calling his son Björn.
someone says,
Not the a-hole. I see zero reason for the little brother to freak out over you wanting to name your baby Bjorn. Why can't there be two Bjorns? It's honestly a non-issue to me. You, not the a-hole. The little brother? Definitely the a-hole.
OP responds,
That's what I thought. I don't see an issue at all with having cousins being named the same name. Not that guy, 6250, says, he's Scottish and wants to honor that. Ended up picking Björn. Ah yes, made famous by Björn McTotally Scottish. A month later, the OP comes with an update and says, So, it has been about a month since my last post, and my boyfriend's brother apparently really wants the name Bjorn for his son, as he changed his name to Bjorn a few days after he found out we were naming our son Bjorn. My boyfriend's brother sent a message in my boyfriend's family group chat and announced to everyone that his legal name is Bjorn, middle name, last name, and all he was waiting for was the change in his documents and his driver's license to be done. My boyfriend's brother said that he has told everyone in his family that he wanted the name Bjorn for his son, and I have asked everyone in my boyfriend's family if that was true. Both his mother and father have said that when he blew up at us about the name, it was the first time they had ever heard him say that. His sister said the same thing, while his other sister claims that he has told everyone for years, although I am pretty sure that is just her supporting her brother, as they are closer than anyone in their family and really only talk to each other about things. So I believe he told her he wanted the name for his son, but did not tell anyone else. It has taken me this long to get over his petty behaviour, so I decided to finally give an update on the situation, and I am sure this is the last update I am going to give, at least until our son is born and my boyfriend's brother realises that his plan to get us to change our son's name has failed, and we are called a-holes for actually naming our son what we said we would. Edit. I just want to add, I thought the name was of Scottish origin and that the baby name list that said it was Scottish was accurate. However, I've since been informed it's not. It is Nordic or Scandinavian. We still want to name our son Bjorn, regardless of that fact, as we love the name.
JRM1102 says, Well, you're still not an a-hole, but I still don't see how Björn honors your boyfriend's Scottish roots. But hey, best of luck to you too, and the wee bairn, Björn. Our next story comes from Junior Ride 5097 in the Am I the A-hole subreddit, and it says, Am I the a-hole for asking my husband to confirm our son's eye doctor appointment that he scheduled? Am I the a-hole here? A few days ago, my husband made a yearly eye exam appointment for our son. Today, while I was working, I received a voicemail from the eye doctor's office asking me to call back to confirm the appointment. I am unable to answer my personal phone during work hours, so the call went straight to voicemail. During a quick work break, I forwarded the voicemail via text to my husband,
as he was the one who had originally made the appointment, and I assumed he would be the one taking him as well. My husband replied to me via text saying, "You can confirm that," to which I replied, "Not your secretary." Later that night, I told him his text upset me because it made me feel like I'm supposed to be his personal secretary. He said he expects me to confirm the doctor appointment since I am the mother and they called me. I explained that since he made the appointment and would be taking our child to the appointment, he needs to follow up and confirm the appointment. We got into a huge argument over it. Ultimately, I said that we would have to agree to disagree, but I wasn't going to confirm an appointment I hadn't scheduled. I said I did my part by forwarding a message that was for him, being the person who scheduled the appointment. I also stated that if I had been able to answer my phone, I would have told them to call him to confirm and given the office his phone number to call him. So again, I was firm in believing he should be the one to confirm the appointment. I then expressed that I felt appreciative that he took the initiative to schedule the eye exam appointment, and I was assuming he was taking him too. To which he said that hasn't been determined yet. I was now further upset if he thought I was supposed to take my son to the appointment, as I wasn't consulted on the day or time for the appointment to begin with. For your information, the appointment was scheduled on a Friday, and my husband has off on Fridays, so I know darn well he was planning to take our son to the appointment. Somehow, the argument turned into why I hadn't made the appointment to begin with, since I'm the mother. The argument got way out of hand over a simple, routine eye exam. Am I the a-hole for forwarding the voicemail to my husband and expecting him to handle the confirmation?
Someone says, "This sounds like it's something more than the eye doctor." Someone says, "I would have told them to call him to confirm and given the office his phone number to call. I don't see any reason to tell your husband this. Why bring up this hypothetical? If this is supposed to be a principled stand, it comes across as very childish. I'm right and you're wrong, and I'll do anything to make sure you do all the work I think you're responsible for." I then expressed that I felt appreciative that he took the initiative to schedule the eye exam appointment, and I was assuming he was taking him too. This is immediately after the first half of your huge argument. I could see this coming across as a bizarre mix of patronizing and passive-aggressive, definitely not helpful mid-argument. Everyone sucks here. Husband should take the lead, but you both could have ended the argument quickly. Instead, you're both arguing about what the other person should be doing, and you're doing it in a childish way. Go to counseling. Soon. 523. Sunshine says, parents should share things with their kids as close to 50-50 as possible. With every, "Well, you're his mother," I would respond with, "Yup, and you're his father. Glad we have our roles straight." Like, what the heck? 100% not the a-hole. Our last story comes from NetAccurate9961 in the Am I the Asshole subreddit, and it says, "Am I the a-hole for refusing to attend my husband's family events after realizing I'm only welcome when I'm useful? I, a 30-year-old female, have been married to my husband, a 33-year-old male, for 4 years. His family is very close, and at first I tried hard to fit in. I helped cook, clean, organize birthdays, buy gifts, and babysit younger relatives whenever asked. Over time, I noticed a pattern. I'm only contacted when they need something. If there's an event, I'm expected to help behind the scenes, but I'm rarely included in decisions or conversations. When I stopped volunteering as much, the invites slowed down. The breaking point was a recent family gathering where I found out, while already there, that I was expected to help cook and watch kids all day while everyone else relaxed. No one asked me. It was just assumed. When I said I was tired and wanted to sit down, I was told I was being antisocial. Later, my husband said I embarrassed him and that helping family is just part of being a wife. I told him I don't mind helping, but I won't attend events where I'm treated like unpaid labor. Now I'm skipping his family gatherings entirely, unless expectations are clearly communicated beforehand. His family says I'm distancing myself, and my husband says I'm creating unnecessary drama. Am I the a-hole for refusing to attend family events where I feel used? Someone says, "No, but you have a serious husband problem. He's happy to treat you like the hired help because that's what he allows." A user expresses, "You're not the asshole, but you married one, and possibly into a family of them. Who told you that you were being antisocial? Your lazy, sexist husband? It's his family, so he can help cook, clean, and wash other people's children without you if appearances are that important to him. But if this husband of yours is the asshole you want to stick with, then maybe attend some events and just do your part, not everything. For example, ask the host what you and your husband can bring. If everyone helps with cleanup after a party, and that's sort of expected, take a turn in the kitchen with your husband to help clean up. After 4 years, I would expect you to have some allies and friends in your husband's family. Maybe you have been so busy doing things that you haven't been able to really talk to anyone and know them on a more personal level. Why don't you and your husband host a few smaller events at your home to deepen some of those relationships?
Man, I've read a lot of stories, but this one's got me in a bit of a knot. You know what blows my mind? That feeling of being expected to act like Cinderella at every family gathering without so much as a thank you. And then, as if that wasn't enough, you're painted as the villain for not wanting to be overworked for free. I mean, listen, it's 2023 for crying out loud. Equal partnerships are not some far-fetched dream anymore. Anyway, let me take a breath here. I want you guys to jump in, because I can't be the only one who feels like flipping tables after reading that, right? Let me know your thoughts down below. Drop that juicy commentary. And hey, maybe pop over to another video on the channel. I promise you, there's always a new batch of madness just around the corner. Keep watching, keep ranting, and let's keep this wild ride going together. Cheers for now.